but they ain't had that support to sustain them to the next exclusive that came out, third party.
Well,
so as a fan, what are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch?
I would say that I'm personally very excited about the Switch. I'm getting mine this coming week.
Okay.
And I love the idea of a game that I can play on my screen, and then when I want to take it with me, like I can.
I love
take
that
it
concept
with me,
too.
Right?
I love that
playing
concept
Horizon
too.
Zero Dawn right now, and I love that game. And if I could take it with me easily and play it in my hotel room, I totally would. But like, I got to unhook my PS4. Like, I ain't doing that. But all the guys here on my team have a Switch. They're playing Zelda in the car ride over. They're playing Zelda when they're on the break. Like, so that kind of portability and being able to.
Wow, that's strong words.
I know, because
that's strong words. I love that.
Game Boy changed it, and they've done so much great N64, but this could long term be their best console ever because it does something that no other console has done. I'm hoping. I love those guys. I want to see them do well.
Now the reason why I had to ask you those type of questions because people in the industry, like we get it because we're in the industry, but like people sitting at home that's just fans. They forget that you're a gamer too, that you're a fan too, and you just love playing games. Because, like, I keep telling them, just because they're in this world and they got to make games and make money and sell games, it doesn't mean that they selling their soul. Like, they still gamers. That's why I love to ask questions like that and just keep it real.
I grew up on, the Commodore 64 and the VIC-20. And
oh my God, talk that shit. Talk that shit, Pete.
I stood in line for the original Pac-Man on the Atari 2600 outside of the store. Like,
oh my God.
Right?
Yo,
so,
Pete,
like,
that was the very first game that I ever played in my life.
Right?
My grandmother, like, she told me how to play video games when I was 4. The very first game my grandmother showed me was Pac-Man Atari 2600. That is
so, like,
that's
growing
crazy.
up like that, like, we didn't have lots of consoles. We had one, and we didn't have the internet and all that stuff. I used to code my own, like VIC-20 and Commodore 64.
Code?
Well, no, like they had a magazine called Run Magazine,
okay.
and they would print like, hey, here's you type all this in, and it'll run a little game. So my brother and I would take turns, like type it in code. I mean, we didn't know what the hell we were typing, just whatever the magazine said, but would make these little games. Yeah, because that was all we had.
That's all you had.
And so now to see all these options, but it's still like it's what I love. It's what I do for fun. It's what I do with my boys. Like that's our bonding time. We play Overwatch together,
that's crazy.
Diablo, or Elder Scrolls Online. Like
I love it.
Yeah. So that's
so now my final question, and this deals with VR. So we know Fallout VR.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? But I gotta ask you, in your opinion, when you look at PlayStation VR, and then you look at the Oculus, you look at HTC Vive, and you just see where the industry is going and stuff like that. In the next like 2 to 3 years, where do you see VR existing in our culture 2 to 3 years from now? Do you feel that it's something that would fade away, or do you feel that we're at a time where people are truly getting it, accepting it, and it'll grow?
I think it'll grow. I think it'll do all the things that you said. It'll be accepted. It'll become more common. It's never. I personally don't believe it's ever going to be a thing where like, oh, I don't play other things. I only play on VR. Because,
got you. Of course.
I play games, and my wife likes to watch. And if I got some damn headset on, and I'm telling her like, I don't even care if you're in the room, like I'm playing this thing, she's gonna be like, what?
Well, what the?
No. But you know, when I play Uncharted 4 and she can watch me, right? Like now, even though I'm playing, it's something that we're doing together, and I just don't think games will ever go to where that's not a thing, where you put on this thing and you just shut everybody else out.
Yeah.
But I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to grow and expand. We're obviously doing stuff with Fallout 4, which, by the way, I know you're a Todd Howard fan.
Yeah. First off, let me explain something to y'all, right? Because I'm from the hood, so you gotta understand this. I'm from Brooklyn, all right? Todd Howard is like his brain, the way God designed his brain was different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people in the industry, like a Todd Howard, Kojima, like these aren't normal individuals. No. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Respect Todd Howard. Know the name, Todd Howard. If you love Biggie, Tupac, I got Biggie and Pac on my belt, all right? If you love Biggie and Pac, you will love Todd Howard. Gangster. That's it. I think that's enough.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. Oh, and I love how, that was love. The way, like, you presented that.
Thank you.
That was love. Like, Pete is the man. Pete is modest, but he's the man, son. Behind the scenes, all that shit, Pete is that dude, real gamer.
All right,
I love it, man.
so here's what I have to say.
Right.
I talked to Todd the other day. Now, I can't play VR much because I get really motion sick with some first-party stuff in VR. But I was talking to him the other day, and I was like, hey, how's Fallout 4 coming? And he said, Pete, Fallout 4 VR is the most incredible thing you've ever seen in your life. He said, you can't even imagine what it's like playing in VR and how realistic it looks, and everywhere you turn your head. Like, he's like, it's going to blow your mind. He said, it is the craziest thing you've ever seen. So I can't wait. E3, we'll have it at E3. You need to come by. And
y'all going to have your own conference, right?
Oh, yeah. Doing that again Sunday night.
So, wait. So Microsoft, is it going to overlap? Or?
No, they're doing theirs earlier. They can't take my spot. My spot's my spot. You know.
Thank you. I'm about to say, hold up, because look, Microsoft, I love you. I know you got the Scorpio coming, but don't be interrupting what Bethesda got going on. They did it first on Sunday.
They know better.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know better, because there ain't no way in the world, because it's smart that Microsoft is doing that so they can have more longer, because you know when Sony do their conference, it's kind of,
Sunday night?
Yeah.
That's my time.